Hello there, how are you? Jesus and Sandy. Uh, this is our second online class. Today is Saturday and we have a lot of work to do. So please pay attention and follow the instructions, okay? Nice to see you on a video, but it doesn't matter. I'm so happy to give you this class today. So let's get started. Okay, the first topic that we are going to see today is the preposition of time. We have three prepositions of times. Well, there are more, but these are the most common. Yes, and with this pyramid, they explain how they work. Yes. Let me explain you this. We have this at. We use at when we talking about time, hours. Yes. We go to school at 9 a.m. Yes, we use at to talk about hours. Okay, then we have the preposition on. On is used for days. Yes. I'm gonna use the same example. We go to school on Saturday. Okay, so we use on to talk about the days. In is used for many other things. Is used for weeks, months, years, decades, centuries. 2 weeks, July. You can see here, but it has some exceptions. We say in 5 minutes, in the morning, in the afternoon, and at night. Okay? So these are the three prepositions of times that we are going to work on today. Yes. Be careful. Remember, with the hours, we always use at. With the days, we use on. And with the months, the weeks, the years, we use in. When is your birthday? Oh, my birthday is in March. When is going to be your birthday this year? It's gonna be on Saturday. Okay, so I use in for the month and on for the day. After we check the prepositions of times pyramid, let's go to the page 43, which is this. Okay, and it says, read what this woman says about her routine. Circle the correct option to complete each explanation. Okay, so let's read. I usually work until 5 o'clock. I get home at 6. On weekdays, I go to bed early. I often watch TV until bedtime. On Fridays, I always go out after work and I see my friends in the evening. Sometimes I don't get home before 3 a.m. I sleep late on Saturday mornings. Okay, so I hope that you understand this whole text, and let's see what is this activity about. We use until before or after to say when we stop doing something. Okay, when we stop doing something. Okay, so here we have an example. Okay, let me mark this for you so you can have idea of what I'm talking about. Yes, we have this example here. I often watch TV until bedtime. What is bedtime? Bedtime is the time that you go to sleep. Yes. So what is the meaning of the until? We use until to say when we stop doing something, to say it at a later time, to say it at an earlier time. So the number one is until. We use until to say when we stop doing something. So we have this example. I can write another example here. I work let me see. Last night I work until midnight. Okay, and this is true. Last night I worked until midnight. Okay, so let's see the number two. We use to say at a later time. Later time. Okay, so for example, we can say, I go to school on Saturdays. After that, I clean my house. So we use after. Okay? And the number three, we use until. Ya lo utilizamos. We already use it. We already use after. We use before to say at an early time. Yes. So this is the answer. So an example for this is here. I don't get home before 3 a.m. Okay? I don't go to sleep before 9 p.m. Okay? So now you have done these examples. This is your turn. You have to do this. The letter C, choose the correct option to complete the sentence. My English class starts in, until, or at. You have to choose which of these preposition goes there, okay? When you finish that, take a picture of it and send. Activities on this page. Yes, page 43. We have a listening here, boys. What is the listening about? It's about Owen telling this girl about his routine. Yes, he's going to tell her what is his routine like. Okay, so please pay attention to this. The instruction is listen to the conversation below and answer the questions. Okay, let's listen to the conversation.
4. Section 7. Exercise A.
So, Owen, what do you do in your free time?
I usually have a very busy week. I do different activities almost every evening.
Really? What activities do you do?
Well, I go inline skating twice a week, and I take an art class on Wednesday evenings.
Art class? That's interesting.
Why don't you come along next week?
Sounds fun. And what do you usually do on the weekend?
I go hang gliding on Saturdays. Do you want to come along to try that?
No way. art class is exciting enough for me.
Okay, so they are talking about something unusual that they do during the week. Do you guys do something unusual during the week? Like, I don't know. Something unusual. I go for a walk every Sunday morning. Sundays morning, I go for a walk. Let me write here. I go for a walk Sundays morning. For me, this is unusual. This is unusual because I never had the time to do this. Okay, so with this conversation, boys, you need to answer this question and this question. What activity does Owen do twice a week? And what activity is Abba interested in trying? Okay, so when you answer these two questions, then you have this question right here. Do you do anything unusual this each week? So I give you my answer for that in here. I go for a walk Sundays morning. So tell me if you do something unusual during the week. Okay, write it down in your notebook and take a photo of it and send it. Okay, this is the next activity. It's on page 44. And it's grammar. You know that I really like grammar. Clauses with until, before, and after. We have already talked about this. What is until, what is before, and what is after. Okay. So let's see this small text. It says language in context. Read what this man says and circle true or false. Okay, you just have to circle. It says, I'm pretty superstitious. Are you superstitious, boys? Superstitious. I think that you know the meaning. Pretty, what is pretty? I explained you that on the previous class. Pretty means much, very. Okay, so I'm very superstitious or pretty superstitious. I stay in the locker room until I'm the last one. Then I follow the others. I always touch the grass before I start to play. It brings me luck. After I do all of that, I always play well. Okay, so yes, definitely he's a superstitious. Imagine that he forgets to touch the grass, then he will feel that he won't play really good. So let's do the activity. He's the last one in the locker room, and then he follow the others. I stay in the locker room until I'm the last one. So the answer is true. Okay. He starts to play and then touches the grass. He starts to play and then touches the grass. Let's see. I always touch the grass before I start to play. So this is false. Okay, this is a short text. Please write in your notebook. Write a short text about your superstitions. Okay, write a text like this, write it on your notebook and send it to me, please. I know that we have a lot of work, but that's the way it is, okay? You don't need to rest, you need to work a lot. And then after this, you will get one